The guy was looking at me. Oi oi, it's Jelly. Back at it again with the white band! Today I'm here to talk about what I feel, the most specific things of each country. Of course it's different, every people from a country is different, every person is different, you grow up with different parents, with different friends. But I think your country, your culture, your government, your education will lead you to some things, specific things that we all share in a country. So let's start with ourselves, Portugal. I think we're too nice in a way that we're not the best at standing up for ourselves. Sometimes we cannot say no, and I think it's because everything is so secure, so safe. We're not used to danger. Our economy doesn't let us get out of our parents' house early. Yeah, you go for college and you leave, but you don't have a house to live by yourself. So you're always used to those traditional parents. We live in such a traditional country, but you see that you give too much, you're too nice. We are good workers, and I think it's because they tell us do this and we do it, and we're good at doing that. Once you grow up, once you mature, once you get outside, you'll get better. But that's a thing, people from Portugal, I think we're too nice. Next up, let's go to our brothers in Brazil. We speak the same language, but we're so different in so many ways. What I feel from Brazilians, I feel like they're ready to do anything. If something happens, they're ready. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're always energetic, and I feel like they know better about the world. I would think it's because Brazil is such a different place than Portugal. It's more dangerous in some parts. They're really ready, that's what I can tell. Obviously they like to party, they like to dance. They're awesome at parties, at dancing, at being fun, you know? But yeah, what I would say is they're ready. They're ready for everything, and they're cool to party with. And it's good that we can talk Portuguese with them. So awesome. Okay, let's go to South American countries, the Latin countries. What I'm used to see from them is they're really traditional like Portugal. They have lots of traditions, and I feel like they grow up kinda the same. What I see from them the most, it's on the parties, they love to dance. They know how to dance. They're so good at dancing. Those dances, you know. There's a story of a Mexican girl, she was on my team, her name was Maria. So I'm good with steps, I'm good with following, I'm good with rhythm. So every time we had a Latin party, I was like, Maria, just take me. Cause she would take me, I would just follow her, and she would go ta 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 ta, rotate, and I would just follow, and I would be awesome on dancing with her. And I was like, yeah, these other girls are watching that I can dance, so that's awesome for me. So yeah, I would say overall South American people, they know their dances. And they love to party also. Okay, let's go back to Europe. One country I found really interesting is England, because they have their unique way. I don't know any country like England. They have this thing they call banter. Essentially they just mock each other. They don't fucking care. They don't care about anything. They mock each other, and they do it, for them it's in a fun way. That's good for them. What I found out was we're not used to it. We would say it's like they're bullying us, but they're not. They're just fucking with each other. They like it. They do that. And I think that's a really typical thing of England. They like to mock each other, but they do it in a good way. And in a way they grow up also having fun with it. And when you go and joke with them, they don't care. They take it in a good way. So that's awesome from English people. I had my problems with some English people, but I have also awesome friends from England. So there's always a bit of everything, obviously. Okay, England is done. I cannot talk too much because I just knew two people from the Netherlands, Rick and Louise. I got to be so good with them. They're so open, they're so cool, Oh man, it, life is so easy for them. That's what I feel like. Damn, you guys are so cool, so relaxed, so chill. Life is simple, easy, and cool with you guys. That's what I feel like. Other country, Ukraine. I have some friends from Ukraine, and there's a similarity that I found in all of them. First of all, and this might be weird for us here in Portugal or in America, I don't know. Maybe we tended to think Ukrainians would be cold people, but no. The Ukrainians I knew. Also, this is a thing. Ukrainians on the ship might be different, but Ukrainians I know, they all have their personalities, and you can tell their personalities. That's what I feel like. I think Ukrainians are real to their personalities. They don't fake. They don't fake. You know, they're real. They're real. They're real. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Asia. So in Asia, let's start with India. I love India. I love India. I love India. I have some Indian friends, and I knew three Indians. And then I talked to a lot because there's a lot of Indians in the cruise ships. But from those two friends, I can say one was one of my favorite people that I met. He was really kind. He gave me sun papri. So we were in a contract. He finished his contract. He went home. I was there. He came back. I was still there, and he brought me a sweet that his mom cooked, and he gave it to me, and it was so good. Sun papri. I love it. But this is what I can say overall, you know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to say about Indian because there's so many different ones. It's hard to say, you know. I'm gonna pass. Pass. One group that I know and I have friends from is Philippines, and I think they're one of the most interesting people to be around. Why? Most of Philippines is poorer than what here in Europe we're used to, but also that's what makes them being special. And what I feel from them is they're really humble to be there. They take everything, every moment as a special moment, and they love it, you know. Probably because they grew up in poor and they never had a better thing. When they're on cruise ships or when they're making money, or even small moments, they're always cheering, they're always happy. And you see in even the small things, they're always laughing, they're always happy. And there's a story from one of the Philippine girls I know from ships. Her name is Heart. If you're watching this, I hope I'm telling your story correctly, because this is a story you told me and I never forgot. So I remember that when you were younger, you grew up with some other siblings, like 4 or 5, and you grew up in a poor family, in a poor house. You didn't have much to eat or to drink, and you told me that usually you have 1 egg for lunch or dinner, and that would be enough for 5 people or 4 people. And one time the lady that brought you the egg, she brought you 2 eggs, and I remember you told me that you guys are so excited for an extra egg, and that you were almost crying. And I remember just hearing the story, and I was like, damn, that's why you cherish every moment so much better than most of us. We live in such a different environment, and we're so lucky to have what we have. I'm really proud of Philippines. Philippines is a really nice country, really nice people. And I think that's it. Okay, let me tell about the biggest ones. Russia. I cannot speak for all the Russians because I just met a Russian guy and I didn't like him at all. It's hard for me to not like people because usually I don't care, I don't bother. If they're professional, it's okay, but the Russian guy, man, I cannot take him. But that's not all the Russian, so I cannot say anything else. I just didn't like that guy. And China, I met a lot of Chinese. They're different than their culture is different, so they grow up different, and they have a different personality for sure than here on this side of the world. They're curious, I think, also. from the way we grew up, because they live in such a different country. It's like they live in their own world, I would say. One of my best friends in the ship is Chinese. Shipping, this is for you. I love you. Thank you for being a great friend. And that's it. I'll end up with that cool, pretty phrase for the Chinese ones for shipping.
Jellyfish, 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 jellyfish. Take some jelly, take some fish. Look at that sandwich, delish. Just make sure you don't eat a real jellyfish. Or you'll die! Jellyfish.